Okay, the second really critical element to regen is what the industry calls having living roots in the soil 24/7. And why that's so important is all plants, trees, crops, they're carbon pumps, the way we like to describe them. They're continually pulling carbon out of the atmosphere because that's what they're looking for. As kids, we were told that plants create oxygen. They don't. They want the carbon, and they release the oxygen as a byproduct of photosynthesis. So they want the carbon, and approximately 50% of the carbon they retain for growth. We're all made of carbon. All organic matter is made of carbon. So the plant wants to hang on to roughly 50% of the carbon for its own growth, and the other 50% is extruded through its roots as exudates, as carbohydrates, which then feed the bacteria and the fungi in the soil. In return, they then connect in through the root ball, expand the root ball, expand its reach through the mycorrhizal fungi, so the plant can extract water and nutrients from further afield, which is why with regen, with biochar, the root ball grows much bigger, which is why, or one of the key reasons why you have high yield and higher growth, because the root ball is actually bigger and stronger. So that's the really critical part of why you want to have carbon, or I should say plants in the ground 24/7, because they're constantly pulling carbon out of the air and feeding the bacteria, the fungi, the nematodes, the protozoa in the soil, which is the key. As we know, we want to increase the population of microbes in the soil because they're the basic food source for worms. You have lots of, if you have a high population of microbes, you have a high population of worms, and they self-fertilize the soil. So you want to have living roots in the ground 24/7. Just think of them as constant carbon pumps, just constantly pulling food out of the atmosphere into the soil to feed your microbes, and then they do all the work.